Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to solve day 13 problem of this month on LeetCode. Before starting, if you guys haven't subscribed my YouTube channel yet, then please go ahead and subscribe it. So today we are going to solve problem number 3356, zero array transformation 2. Okay, so this problem is actually medium level marked by LeetCode, but I'm going to say that it is of a medium plus little bit hard type problem. Okay, you need to find out the logic first, what you are going to do here. Okay, so that is a little bit difficult to find out. Okay, if you are new to this. So first let's read the problem statement, okay, before I give you any hint. Okay, so you are given an integer array nums of length n. Okay, so we have given an array nums of length n. Okay, and a 2D array queries where queries of I is having total three values. One is L, one is R, and one is val. Okay, so L means this left, R means right, and this is a value. Okay, all right. Each queries of I represents the following action on nums. Okay, so we have to decrement the value at each index in the range L to R. Okay, so 0 to 2 in this range. Okay, L to R. So we have to decrement the value at each index in this range in nums by at most value of I. Okay, so maximum 1, or we can do 0 as well. Okay, so at most is given to us, at most value of I. Okay, maximum should be 1, and before that you can decrement by 0 also, no issues. The amount by which each value is decremented can be chosen independently for each index. Okay, so like we have in this 0 to 2 we have indexes like 0 1 2, right? So it's my choice now. I want to decrement it by 1. Let's suppose I want to decrement it by 0. I want to decrement it by with 0. Okay, so I have choice. Okay, so it's not like if I'm decrementing 1, so I have to decrement 1 from all, or if I'm decrementing 0, so I have to decrement 0 from all the indexes from in this array. Okay, no, I have choice for each index. Okay, for 0 I have different choice, for 1 I have different choice, and for 2 I have different choice. Okay, clear? A zero array is an array with all its element equal to 0. Okay, so this is a definition of zero array. Okay, array in which all the elements are equal to 0. Okay, we have to return the minimum possible non-negative value of k such that after processing the first k queries, okay, so this is, let's suppose, query 1, query 2, query 3. Okay, after processing the first k queries, okay, so let's say I process these two. Okay, first k queries in sequence. Okay, so we have to follow the sequence as well. Okay, nums becomes a zero array. Okay, so we have to return the minimum possible value of k such that after processing the first k queries in the sequence, nums becomes a zero array. All right, if no such k exists, then we have to return -1. Okay, so if I apply all these queries and still I didn't get my nums array in which all the values equal to 0, or if I don't get 0 array, then in that case I have to return -1. All right, now see this example number 1. All right, here this is my nums array 202. Okay, so first I'm going to execute this query. Okay, so 0 to 2, that simply means that 0 to 2, that simply means all the values. Okay, so by 1 at most I can decrement. Okay, so here I will decrement it with 1, so I will get 1. Here I will decrement it with 0. Okay, it's already 0, so no need to decrement. Okay, and this 2 I will decrement it with 1. Okay, I will get 101. Okay, so I have processed this first query. Now I move to the second query. So 0 to 2 simply means that again all the elements, right? So by 1, so if I decrement it with the 1, I will get 0. Here it's already 0, I don't need to decrement, so I will decrement it with 0 only, not 1. And here this I will decrement with 1. Okay, so I will get 0. So now here we get this 0 array after processing two queries. So my output is 2. Okay, for I is equal to 0. Okay, so add is 0, this r is 2, and val is 1. So we have decrement values at indices 0 to 1 by 2, 0 to 1. Okay, and these are the indices 0 1 2. Okay, all these indices by 101. Okay, so this is what I was doing here, 101. Then this is the array that we are getting. Okay, then after that we are going to get this array right here. Okay, the array becomes 0 0, which is 0 array, therefore the minimum value of k is 2. That's it, done. All right, now move to example number 2. Here first let's just give the index in 0 1 2 3. Okay, 1 2 3. Okay, here by 2 at most. Okay, so I will decrement it with a 2 only, so I will get 1. Here I will decrement it with 2 only, so I will get 0. Here I will decrement it with the 1 only. Okay, so here 2 2 1, and I will get 4 1 0 1. Okay, this is the array. Then I'm going to process 0 to 0 2 means this. Okay, so here by 1 only I can decrement, so here I will get 3 at most 1. Okay, so here 0 0 1. Okay, so this is what I'm getting, 3 0 0 0. Okay, so 0 to 2, right? And here this we can decrement it 0 now. Okay, so here it's also 0. Okay, so at most 2 we can decrement now, so here instead of we decrement it 1 we'll get 0. Okay, so this is what we are going to get. Say here for I is equal to 0, add is 1, r is 3, value is 2. Okay, so we decrement the values at indices 1 2 3. These are the indexes. By 2 to 1 we get this array. Then again for I is equal to 1, L is 0, R is 2, and val is 1. So in this range 0 1 2 indexes are there, so we decrement with 1 1 0, and we are going to get this. It is not a 0 array. Then after there is no query, and still we didn't get any 0 array, so output is -1. Done. Now constant size, see here. This is important. Okay, console size is very large. Nums dot length is 10 to 5. Okay, queries can be 10 to 5. Okay, this is a problem, right? So it's not like one by one I will process all these queries. Like let's suppose first I may add this query 0 to 1. I calculate my left, right, and val, and then again in this range again I run the loop for this nums array and I update the values in my nums array. Again for next query again I pick these two indexes, okay, and again for this nums again I update my nums array. So this can be very large and this also can be very large. So my time complexity is going to be of n square. This is wrong, right? I will definitely get time limit exceed error. Okay, so now how we are going to solve this problem? Okay, so now let's understand this problem with this particular example. Okay, so now instead of n square, I want to reduce the time complexity for our problem. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I'm not going to iterate over all the elements of nums and again all the queries one by one and see. Okay, I don't want to follow that approach. So now I'm moving towards binary search algorithm, because what is this binary search algorithm? So it divides the search interval in half, okay, for the next iteration. So this is what this binary search do, right? So what I'm going to do here, so these are the queries given to us, right? Different queries. So this is at index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so here initially I'm going to take it as L. Okay, this is nothing but my left pointer, and my R I'm going to place it at this particular position. Okay, done. All right, and the total length of this nums array, let's say n. So n value is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, n value is 10. All right, so here I have written everything. Okay, 2, 7, 6. Okay, all the nums array elements. Okay, all the nums elements are here. Okay, and these are the indexes, and initially k is equal to 0. Okay, so now first I'm going to use here basically two things. One is the difference array, okay, and the prefix sum. These two logics I'm going to use in this problem. How? So let's see here. Okay, so here let's create one difference array first. Okay, so let's say this is my difference array. Okay, here. All right, so now here I'm going to give the size of this difference array as n plus 1. Okay, until n plus 1. All right, so here just create one empty array, okay, like this, and initially all the elements here inside this are 0. Okay, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 here, 0 here, 0 here, 0 here, and 0 here. Okay, and now just name it as difference array. Okay, and this difference array having a size as here n plus 1. Okay, so here if I just give the index in here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, done. Okay, so this is done. Now here I'm going to use one approach here. So let's say, okay, let's say first here you are going to process this query. Okay, so here in this query you are saying that in 0 to 4 range you are going to add 1. Okay, instead of decrementing here I'm adding 1. Okay, I'm adding 1 here in this difference array. Instead of decrementing I'm adding 1. Okay, so in this 0 to 4, instead of adding 1 to all the places, okay, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, what I'm going to do here, instead of doing this, I'm going to update this here, this value, okay, this value as 1. Okay, here difference array, okay, difference array. So here 1, and here until 4 if I do the prefix sum. Okay, 1 plus 0, 1. Okay, 1 plus 0, 1. Okay, 1 plus 0, 1. 1 plus 0, 1. Okay, until here we are going to get some 1. So here after that we are going to get minus 1. Okay, so here what I'm doing here. Okay, so here if you guys are going to fill 0 to 4, you are going to fill 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and here you are going to get 0 now. So what I'm doing here, instead of changing all the values in this difference array, okay, I'm updating this left, okay, this value, all right, and I'm updating this value which is at plus 1 index. Okay, so this value at left 0 index, at right plus 1. Here I'm just doing the opposite of this one. Okay, minus the value. Okay, I'm adding minus value. So here this is done. Okay, so here if you see, if you calculate the prefix sum, 1 plus 0, 1 here. Okay, 1 plus 0, 1 here, 1 plus 0, 1 here, 1 plus 0, 1 here, 1 here, you have minus 1. Okay, minus 1 as a difference array. So now you are going to get 0 only here. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do here. So let me just remove it. Okay, so here I'm going to update this L as 1. Okay, and this minus 5 as minus 1. All right, minus 1. Okay, here I'm just processing the queries now. In my difference array I'm just processing the queries first. Okay, I'm not doing anything, I'm first processing the queries. Okay, now I'm going to process this next query. Okay, I'm not taking care of these nums right now, I'm just processing all the queries one by one. So it is saying 2 to 7, 2, 2 to 7, from 2 to 7, just add 2 everywhere. Okay, so that simply means that here there will be a positive change. So here I will just add 2. Okay, I will add 2 here, and here add 7. So and add 8. 8 we have to write minus 2. Okay, 8 we have to write minus 2. Minus 2. Okay, so you will get to know why we are writing this difference array. Okay, just first fill these values. Okay, then I will show you. All right, then you are going to process this 4 to 9. Okay, 4 to 9. That simply means at 4 you are going to write 3. Okay, that 3 is going to the difference here. Okay, 3 is going to the change here, and at 9, that simply means at 10 we have to write what, 3, minus 3. Okay, minus 3, minus 3. Okay, so here we are writing at right plus 1. Okay, right plus 1. So that is why we have created this difference array with n plus 1 side here. Okay, so see this one extra cell here, right? That is why, that's the reason. Okay, so we are creating a difference here. All right, so this is clear now why this difference I'm writing. So here let's say at this point value is 3, then at this point suddenly you see that value is 0. That simply means that somewhere, if you, when you are going to reach here, somewhere you are going to get minus 3 here. Okay, instead of plus 3. Okay, so here at this point you get positive 3, you move up, and here you get minus 3, that's why you move down. Okay, so that's the reason here we are writing positive, and here we are writing negative. Okay, so it's like this, I get plus 3, I move up, then I move forward, then again I get minus 3 because here I need 0. So again, that's the reason. Okay, so it's just a visual representation. Okay, so that's the reason we are writing positive and negative. Okay, so this is a difference array, right? So now we have processed this. Now process this 1 to 6, 2, 1 to 6. Okay, 1 to 6 change is going to be 2 only. Okay, and at 7 we have to write minus 2. Okay, here write minus 2. Okay, so now let's process this query 0 to 5, 4. Okay, so at 0 we have to add 4, so this will become 5. Okay, and at 5, that means at 6 we have to subtract minus 4. So here I'm going to write minus 4. Okay, this is done, minus 4. All right. Okay, now next step, we have to execute this 3 to 7 and 4. Okay, so here before executing these two, okay, let me first show you one thing. Okay, if I create the prefix sum array here just now, okay, until here only, okay, until here only, if I create the prefix sum array, I haven't executed these two. Okay, until here only. Okay, then in that case, let's create one prefix sum array of same size as my nums. Okay, so here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Okay, so let's give the index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Okay, so we haven't processed these two. Okay, so we have only processed until here. Okay, so now here just calculate, update the prefix sum here. So here initially prefix sum value, let's take that value as 0 some value. So in this sum just add this difference. Okay, so I will add 5. So here I will get 5. Okay, done. Now next step, 5 plus 2, 7, 7 plus 2, 9, 9 plus 0, 9, 9 plus 3, 12, 12 minus 1, 11, 11 minus 4, 7, 7 minus 2, 5, 5 minus 2, 3, 3 plus 0. So we are going to get 3 only. Okay, that's it, until here only. Okay, now if you check this prefix sum array here and compare this with my nums array. Okay, so here in all these positions, if you see the value which is at prefix sum, okay, so this value, okay, the difference array, okay, this value. All right, so if you check this value is always greater than, okay, if you see this value, it should be greater than or equal to my this value. Okay, so here this value is greater than this is 2, this is 5. Okay, good. This is 7, this is 7, good. 6, this value is greater, good. That simply means that from this we can subtract, we can make it 0. Okay, after processing all these queries. 8, from 8 if I subtract 9, I will definitely make it 0. Okay, 6 bigger 12, 1 bigger 12, 6 bigger 7, done. 5 equal to 5, good. Okay, 5 minus 5 you do 0. Okay, 3 3 0. Okay, 1 and here 3 bigger. Okay, so after processing just all these queries, okay, until here, so 1 2 3 4 5, total 5 queries, we get the result. Okay, this we know, right? Now if you process these two also, then there will be no impact, right? There will be no impact. We are just doing the addition only, right, everywhere, and subtracting somewhere, right? There will be no impact of this. Okay, so we have already find out that this prefix sum array is valid now. Okay, because from here I can subtract. Okay, so now if you wanted to just do it in manual way, okay, in this, so here if you see here we have to do. Okay, so here from this add 0 index, so I can subtract 1 from it max. Okay, so it will become 1, let's say. Then after that, this query is not going to impact this query is not going to impact this query is not going to impact this, and here we are starting from 0. So from now we can subtract it 0. Okay, we can make it 0 using this one. Okay, this is just for visual representation. Okay, and this is valid. Okay, so this is what we need to find out. Okay, okay. Here, how now next step here, in this way we can calculate, right? But here also we need to find out one more thing. Here initially you are going to check all the queries, right? It's not like you are going to stop here. So then how you are going to implement? So in that case our binary search will come to take place. Okay, so initially you are searching in all these queries, then you found out that yeah, answer is possible with this. Okay, in this complete search range answer is possible. Then you are going to check, let's check, if I just divide it in mid, let's check if the answer is possible until here, or if my answer lies in this phase. Okay, that you will find out. Okay, so if your answer is not valid in this phase, then you are going to start searching from this phase. Okay, from here. Okay, that is the application of binary search. Okay, we are going to divide the search interval in half. Okay, this is what we are going to do, right? So now let's write the code. Okay, it's going to be very simple code. Okay, because we have already solved one problem yesterday. Okay, so I will add that video on my channel. Okay, just below this video in the description you will find out that video. Okay, binary search. Okay, I will tag those videos, right? We are from last one today, I think we are solving those problems on binary search, with binary search, right? So here n is equal to nums dot length. Okay, then take left and put it to 0 and take right as queries dot length. Okay, then after that we have to check if a 0 array is not possible with all the queries. Okay, is not formed after all the queries are processed. Okay, so here I will just call one method. Okay, current index 0, let's say current index 0. Okay, and in this I'm just going to pass nums. I'm going to pass queries that I have, and here I'm going to pass right. Okay, I'm going to check all the queries. Okay, right. So if this going to be returned like boolean. Okay, so if this value is false, then simply means that 0 array is not possible with all the queries. Then in that case we have to simply return false here. Okay, oh no, instead of returning false, since return type is int now, so we have to return -1. Done. All right, so now this is done. Then after that, let's suppose if answer is possible, then we have to use binary search. Now we have to find how many queries we are going to use. Okay, so here simple binary search logic, while my left is less than equal to right, until then we have to do this. Okay, now here int middle, here you can write left plus right. Okay, left plus right divided by 2. Okay, you will get the middle. Done. And then after that, here again this if condition, and here you are going to call this. So now you are going to give this range. Okay, so here if current index 0 and nums queries, and instead of right you are going to pass middle. Okay, so here until middle if answer is possible. Okay, if answer is possible in this part, then my right. Okay, I will again decrement the range. Okay, then right I will subtract middle -1. Okay, middle -1. Okay, so here I'm saying that this is the range. Okay, then I said that maybe answer is possible in this, then again I will search in this range. Maybe somewhere here it will end. Okay, so in this part first half, so that is why right is middle -1. Okay, and else if result is not possible in this part, then in the else part we have to update our left as middle +1. Okay, simple logic, middle +1. Done. All right, and here once all this is done, then I will just return the earliest query that 0 array can be formed. Okay, so we have to just return left here. Okay, return left. Done. Here, that's it. Okay, so now let's write the code for this current index 0. Okay, so private boolean current index 0. All right, and here just pass the nums array, and then just pass the queries. Okay, and then you have to just pass the value of k. Okay, and now once this is done, again here inside this n is equal to nums dot length. All right, and here take sum as 0, and now we have to create one difference array. So int here difference array, and here side you have to give as n+1. Okay, so this is done, and then we have to process all the queries. Okay, for int qi means query index. Okay, set it to 0, and query index, it should be less than k. Okay, the value of k. Okay, the range in which we are specifying. Okay, and here query index plus plus, and then after that left. Okay, we have to calculate the left and right. Okay, so here left is equal to queries, and here query index, and here at 0 index we have left given to us, right? So here at 0 index we have left, at 1 index we have right, and at 2 index we have value. Okay, so just copy this and now paste it here, paste it here. Okay, so now here we are just going to update, ignore this, we have to update right. Okay, and here we have to update where. Okay, and now after that here this is at 1 index. Okay, and this is at 2 index. Done. Okay, let me just format it. So now we have calculated left, right, and where. Okay, now this is done. Then we have to process the start and end of the range. So that's the only thing we have to update, right? So here this is my difference array. So in difference array, at left index we have to increment the value. Okay, plus is equal to where. Okay, whatever the value there, existing value, in that we have to add where. And same way difference of array, and here at right plus 1. Okay, so this is what I have told you, right? And here we have to subtract the value, whatever the value is there, we have to subtract where. All right, now this is done here in this for query. Okay, so here we are running it for the k number of times. Okay, this all the queries, right? And now inside this we have to check if 0 array can be formed. So again run one loop. Okay, for int here num index. Okay, ni, set it to 0, and here num index, it should be less than n, and here num index plus plus. All right, and here after that you have to increment the sum as sum plus difference array. Okay, and here you have to pass num index. Okay, so we are just doing the prefix sum we are calculating. Okay, and if at any point my sum, okay, the prefix sum that we are calculated, if it is less than nums of num index, then in that case we have to simply return false. That simply means answer is not possible, right? Return false. All right, and otherwise we have to return true here. Okay, so here we are returning false, and otherwise we have to here return true. Okay, so first my k is all the queries, then I will split this k later on. Okay, so now let's run it and see if the encodation will try to fix that. So see, all the test cases has been accepted, right? Now let's submit it. So see, our solution is accepted, right? Now there is one more approach. Okay, and in that approach the code is going to be very, very simple. Okay, very easy. Okay, so instead of iterating over queries first, we are just going to iterate over nums first. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, uh, let's take this example only. Okay, so let me just take this. Okay, here. All right, so here now in the second approach what I'm going to do here. Okay, so I'm going to create one variable n, which is equal to my nums.length, which is 10 in this case, and then again we are going to create one difference array of, here we are going to create one difference array. So here again size 11, n plus 1, 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and here 10. Okay, size 11, right? So difference array we have created. Okay, now after that we have to iterate over from index 0 to n. Okay, through all the numbers. Okay, all these numbers, so 0, all these indexes. Okay, so initially now I am at this particular index. Okay, at this particular index, so we have here we have number 2, right? So, okay, so here initially let's create one variable sum and set it to 0. Okay, and now here sum plus difference of array at the value at this index. Okay, all these are 0 only, right, initially. So here if you see, if you do sum, okay, which is 0 and this value, okay, so we are getting 0 only. Okay, so this 0 if you see is less than this nums of index value 2. Okay, right? So now in this case that simply means that I have to process one query, so I'm going to increment the k, so my k will become 1. I have incremented k to 1. Okay, now I have incremented my k to 1, so I will just check if k cross the queries dot length. So k hasn't crossed the queries dot length here, right? So 0 1 2 3 4 5 6, and queries length is 7. So k has not crossed 7 yet, right? Okay, so now in this case k is not greater than queries dot length. So now left, again we have to calculate this left and right and this. Okay, so calculate this, and here see at right. Okay, right is greater than this particular index. Okay, 4 is greater than the particular index. Right now my index is 0. Okay, I'm here. Okay, so now again we have to update the difference array. Okay, math.max left of index. Okay, whatever the in my left we have 0. Okay, and at index we have 0. Okay, left of and index. Okay, both are at 0 only, right? So among them bit is max, so both are same. Okay, you can take anyone. So we have to update this value. Okay, so value is nothing but 1, so we have to update this one here. Okay, 1. So right now I am at index 0 only. Okay, I have updated it 1, and same way right plus 1. Okay, similar previous logic only. So here 5, at 5 I have to replace it with -1. Okay, so let's change it to -1. Done. Okay, so this is done. Okay, now once this is done, now again we have to check. Now at this we have some 1, and 1 is still less than 2. So now I have to process the next query. Okay, I'm not stopping here. So initially I start here, now I'm moving to next query. My eye is still here because this still is not valid. Okay, so now here 2 to 7, 7 is greater than this index. So definitely in the future this right will come in future, right? So definitely when my eye is going to move forward, so that will be impacted. So now just update it. Okay, my right is greater than equal to index, so just update this query, just use this query. So if my right is in the past, okay, my index is here and my right in past somewhere, then I don't need now, because my eye is only moving forward after making it valid, otherwise it is not moving forward. Okay, so at 2 we have to update it as a positive 2. Okay, plus 2. So here let's write that 0, and here plus 2. Okay, just write 2 now. And at 8 we have to write -2. Okay, at 8 I'm writing -2. All right, this is done. Again it is 1. Okay, now we have to process this query. 4 to 9, that simply means here 4, at 4 we have to write 3. Okay, at 4 we have to write 3, and at 10 we have to write -3. Okay, so at 10 I'm writing -3, here -3. Okay, then again this one is less than 2. Okay, so now again I'm processing next query. Okay, I'm stopping here index only, but here I'm moving all this stuff. Okay, 1 to 6 it is saying make it 2. 1 to 6 that simply means here it will make to 2, and at 7 it will make to -2. Okay, done. All right, then here 0 to 5, so it is going to, it's saying that 0 to 5 make it to 4. Okay, so here it will become 5. Okay, I'm adding 1, and at 6 I'm subtracting -4, so here it will become -4. Done. Okay, now if you see this 5 is not less than 2. Okay, this 5 is not less than 2, so we have to stop. Okay, so now we have already processed all these queries. Okay, we have already processed all these queries until here. So my k is 1 2 3 4 5, k is 5 until now. Okay, now I reach to this index. Okay, so at this index it is saying that 7 is there. So here if I do the summation of this 5 to 7 is there. Okay, we are good, we don't need to check anything else. Here it is saying 6. So here if you see 5 2 and 2, we are getting 9. That is very good, right? We don't need to do anything. Okay, then I move here. So here if you do the summation 5 plus 2 plus 2, 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, and 9 only, so this is also good. Then here 6, this is also good. Okay, so we will do the summation as well side by side. Okay, and here if you see, so this all will become valid now. Okay, if you just calculate the summation and just compare with these elements, all will become valid, and my eye is going to cross this. So as soon as my eye cross it, we have to stop it. Okay, so we have just changed the approach. Instead of solving queries, we are just going to make sure that first let's make this valid. So to make this valid, I'm going to iterate over all the queries. So this is the second approach to solve this problem. Okay, so same thing, nothing complex here, same logic I'm going to use. Okay, so here n is equal to nums.length, right? And here take sum as equal to 0. So let me just erase this. So here take sum equal to 0, and then you have to take k value equal to 0. Okay, k is equal to 0. Done. And then you have to create one difference array, then you have to iterate over all the indexes. Okay, so here let me just remove okay, let's do one thing now. Here let me update side by side. Okay, so here index is equal to 0, index should be less than n this time. Okay, index it should be less than n. Okay, nums.length, and here index plus plus, index plus plus. Okay, and then you have to, inside this you have to run one while loop. Okay, so in the while loop you have, what you have to check, in the while loop you have to check while sum plus the difference array. Okay, and here you have to pass index. Okay, so if sum plus difference array at that particular index is less than nums of index, then we have to execute the few steps that I have told you. Okay, so inside this we have to do a few things. Okay, so here first of all we have to just increment the k value. Okay, and then we have to just run base condition here. If k becomes greater than queries dot length, then in that case we have to simply return -1 from here. Okay, done. And here again after this we have to just calculate all this. Okay, so let's just copy this and paste it here. Okay, done. Then after calculating all this left, okay, so here instead of qi we are going to pass k. Okay, so here k minus 1. Okay, previous k na. So here I have incremented k previously, right? So here we need index 0 only first. Okay, for first query is at 0 index, so k minus 1 I'm writing. All right, so this is done. Then here uh, see if my right, okay, if my right is greater than equal to index, that simply means that this is going to help me in the future. Okay, if it is in past, then I don't need to take care. Okay, so here in this case we have to just simply, okay, this ends here. Okay, let me just move this. Okay, so if right is greater than equal to index, so in that case difference array, and here inside this we have to take the math loop x. Okay, we only need to make sure that our left or index, okay, whatever the max among those, okay, that only we need to make sure that they are valid. Okay, so we don't care about the past, okay, whatever occurs in past. So here we are going to update that to where, and here same way copy this, paste it here, and now here instead of math or max this left index, here just simply write right. Okay, right plus 1. Okay, you know why we are doing right plus 1, right? That I explained in the previous approach. So here instead of plus equal to val, here we are going to write minus equal to val. Okay, then here this ends, this while loop complete ends here, then this is not required. Here sum is equal to sum plus equal to difference array, and here you have to update index. Okay, so this is done. All right, and now once this is done, then you have to simply return k here. Okay, so and we are missing one more curly braces. Okay, here let's use this. Let me just reformat. Now it looks good. Now here we have to return k. Okay, this is done. Okay, all right, and we have to update the prefix sum outside. Okay, not here, update it here. All right, now let's run it. So see, all the test cases has been accepted. Now let's just format it and let's submit it. So previously we were here, right? So see, now we are here. Okay, so I hope that you guys are able to understand today's problem, and if you guys still have any doubts, then please feel free to ask in comment section. Till then, keep coding and keep practicing. Meet you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.